Welcome to Japan, a land where ancient tradition meets cutting-edge modernity. From glowing cities to tranquil temples, high-speed trains to tea ceremonies, join me on a breathtaking adventure across one of the most fascinating countries on Earth. Japan is an island country in East Asia. Located in the Pacific Ocean off the northeast coast of the Asian mainland, it is bordered to the west by the Sea of Japan and extends from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north to the East China Sea in the south. The Japanese archipelago consists of 4 major islands, alongside 14,121 smaller islands, covering 377,975 square kilometers, 145,937 square miles. Divided into 47 administrative prefectures and 8 traditional regions, about 75% of the country's terrain is mountainous and heavily forested, concentrating its agriculture and highly urbanized population along its eastern coastal plains. With a population of over 123 million as of 2025, it is the 11th most populous country. The country's capital and largest city is Tokyo. The first known habitation of the archipelago dates to the Upper Paleolithic, with the beginning of the Japanese Paleolithic dating to circa 36,000 BC. Between the 4th and 6th centuries, its kingdoms were united under an emperor in Nara and later Heian-kyo. From the 12th century, actual power was held by military dictators known as shogun and feudal lords called daimyo, enforced by warrior nobility named samurai. After rule by the Kamakura and Ashikaga shogunates and a century of warring states, Japan was unified in 1600 by the Tokugawa shogunate, which implemented an isolationist foreign policy. In 1853, an American fleet forced Japan to open trade to the West, which led to the end of the shogunate and the restoration of imperial power in 1868. In the Meiji period, Japan pursued rapid industrialization and modernization, as well as militarism and overseas colonization. The country invaded China in 1937 and attacked the United States and European colonial powers in 1941, thus entering World War II as an Axis power. After being defeated in the Pacific War and suffering the U.S. atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan surrendered in 1945 and came under Allied occupation. Afterwards, the country underwent rapid economic growth and became one of the 5 earliest major non-NATO allies of the U.S. Since the collapse of the Japanese asset price bubble in the early 1990s, it has experienced a prolonged period of economic stagnation, referred to as the lost decades. Japan is a constitutional monarchy with a bicameral legislature known as the National Diet. It is a great power and the only Asian member of the G7, and has constitutionally renounced its right to declare war, but maintains one of the world's strongest militaries. A developed country with one of the world's largest economies by nominal GDP, it is a global leader in the automotive, electronics, and robotics industries, making significant contributions to science and technology. Our journey begins in Tokyo, the electric heart of Japan. Shibuya Crossing is chaos in perfect harmony, while Harajuku explodes with quirky fashion and bold youth culture. But just a few stops away, Tokyo turns peaceful. Asakusa's Senso-ji temple invites us to cleanse our hands and make a wish for good fortune. Tokyo is the capital and most populous city in Japan, with a population of over 14 million in the city proper in 2023. It is one of the most populous urban areas in the world. The Greater Tokyo area, which includes Tokyo and parts of 6 neighboring prefectures, is the most populous metropolitan area in the world, with 41 million residents as of 2024. Lying at the head of Tokyo Bay, Tokyo is part of the Kanto region, on the central coast of Honshu, Japan's largest island. It is Japan's economic center and the seat of the Japanese government and the Emperor of Japan. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government administers Tokyo's central 23 special wards, which formerly made up Tokyo City, various commuter towns and suburbs in its western area, and 2 outlying island chains, the Tokyo Islands. Although most of the world recognizes Tokyo as a city, since 1943, its governing structure has been more akin to that of a prefecture, with an accompanying governor and assembly taking precedence over the smaller municipal governments that make up the metropolis. Special wards in Tokyo include Chiyoda, the site of the National Diet Building, and the Tokyo Imperial Palace; Shinjuku, the city's administrative center, and Shibuya, a hub of commerce and business. Before the 17th century, Tokyo, then known as Edo, was mainly a fishing village. It gained political prominence in 1603 when it became the seat of the Tokugawa shogunate. By the mid-18th century, Edo was among the world's largest cities, with over 1 million residents. After the Meiji Restoration, 1868, the imperial capital in Kyoto was moved to Edo, and the city was renamed Tokyo, literally Eastern Capital. Tokyo was greatly damaged by the 1923 Great Kanto earthquake and by Allied bombing raids during World War II. From the late 1940s, Tokyo underwent rapid reconstruction and expansion, which fueled the Japanese economic miracle, in which Japan's economy became the second largest in the world at the time, behind that of the United States. As of 2023, Tokyo is home to 29 of the world's 500 largest companies, as listed in the annual Fortune Global 500, the second highest number of any city. Tokyo was the first city in Asia to host the Summer Olympics and Paralympics in 1964 and then in 2021. It also hosted 3 G7 summits in 1979, 1986, and 1993. Tokyo is an international hub of research and development and an academic center with several major universities, including the University of Tokyo, the top-ranking university in Japan. Tokyo Station is the central hub for the Shinkansen. Tokyo was originally known as Edo, a kanji compound of E, cove, inlet, and To, entrance gate door. The name, which can be translated as estuary, is a reference to the original settlement's location at the meeting of the Sumida River in Tokyo Bay. During the Meiji Restoration in 1868, the name of the city was changed to Tokyo, from T-do, east, and Qing capital, when it became the new imperial capital, in line with the East Asian tradition of including the word capital in the name of the capital city, for example, Kyoto, Keijing, Nanjing, and Shijing. During the early Meiji period, the city was sometimes called Tokei, an alternative pronunciation for the same characters representing Tokyo, making it a kanji homograph. Some surviving official English documents use the spelling Tokei. However, this pronunciation is now obsolete. The site of Tokyo has been inhabited since ancient times. There have been multiple Paleolithic period, around 40,000 to 16,000 sites found in present-day Tokyo. During the subsequent Jomon period, the Holocene glacial retreat caused sea levels in Tokyo Bay to rise by 120 centimeters, with the coastline running along the edge of what is now the Imperial Palace. Middens such as the Omori shell mounds still mark where the coastline ran in those days. The Yayoi period, during which agriculture spread across the country, is named after the Yayoi-to Chome site in Bunkyo, where the first example of Yayoi pottery was excavated in 1884 by Shozo Arasaka. Kyoto is the capital city of Kyoto Prefecture in the Kansai region, of Japan's largest and most populous island of Honshu. As of 2020, the city had a population of 1.46 million, making it the 9th most populous city in Japan. More than half, 56.8%, of Kyoto Prefecture's population resides in the city. The city is the cultural anchor of the substantially larger Greater Kyoto, a metropolitan statistical area (MSA), home to a census-estimated 3.8 million people. It is also part of the even larger Keihanshin metropolitan area, along with Osaka and Kobe. Kyoto is one of the oldest municipalities in Japan, having been chosen in 794 as the new seat of Japan's imperial court by Emperor Kanmu. The original city, named Heian-kyo, was arranged in accordance with traditional Chinese feng shui, following the model of the ancient Chinese capitals of Chang'an and Luoyang. The emperors of Japan ruled from Kyoto in the following 11 centuries until 1869. It was the scene of several key events of the Muromachi period, Sengoku period, and the Boshin War, such as the Onin War, the Honnoji Incident, the Kinmen Incident, and the Battle of Toba, Fushimi. The capital was relocated from Kyoto to Tokyo after the Meiji Restoration. The modern municipality of Kyoto was established in 1889. The city was spared from large-scale destruction during World War II, and as a result, its pre-war cultural heritage has mostly been preserved. Kyoto is considered the cultural capital of Japan and is a major tourist destination. The Agency for Cultural Affairs of the national government is headquartered in the city. It is home to numerous Buddhist temples, Shinto shrines, palaces, and gardens, some of which have been designated collectively as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Prominent landmarks include the Kyoto Imperial Palace, Kiyomizu-dera, Kinkaku-ji, Ginkaku-ji, and Kyoto Tower. The internationally renowned video game company Nintendo is based in Kyoto. Kyoto is also a center of higher learning in the country, and its institutions include Kyoto University, the second oldest university in Japan. Nara is the capital city of Nara Prefecture, Japan. As of 2022, Nara has an estimated population of 367,353, according to World Population Review, making it the largest city in Nara Prefecture and sixth largest in the Kansai region of Honshu. Nara is a core city located in the northern part of Nara Prefecture, bordering the Kyoto Prefecture. Nara was the capital of Japan during the Nara period from 710 to 784, as the seat of the emperor before the capital was moved to Nagaoka-kyo, except for the years 740 to 745, when the capital was placed in Kuni-kyo, Naniwa-kyo, and Shigaraki Palace. Nara is home to 8 major historic temples, shrines and heritage sites, specifically Todaiji, Saidaiji, Kofukuji, Kasuga Shrine, Gangoji, Yakushiji, Toshodaiji, and the Heijo Palace, together with Kasugayama Primeval Forest, collectively form the historic monuments of ancient Nara, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Nara Park is a public park located in the city of Nara, Japan, at the foot of Mount Wakakusa. Established in 1880, it is one of the oldest parks in Japan. Administratively, the park is under the control of Nara Prefecture. The park is one of the places of scenic beauty, designated by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology, MEXT. Over 1,200 wild Sika deer, shika or sha shika, freely roaming around in the park are also under designation of MEXT, classified as natural treasure. While the official size of the park is about 502 hectares, 1,240 acres, the area including the grounds of Todaiji, Kofukuji, Kasuga Grand Shrine, and Nara National Museum, which are either on the edge or surrounded by Nara Park, is as large as 660 hectares, 1,600 acres. Nara Park began in 1880 when a 14-hectare area within the grounds of Kofukuji, which was government-owned land, was designated as a park. In 1889, Todaiji, Kasugano, and mountainous areas such as Mount Wakakusa were added, expanding. Osaka is a designated city in the Kansai region of Honshu in Japan. It is the capital of and most populous city in Osaka Prefecture and the third most populous city in Japan, following the special wards of Tokyo and Yokohama. With a population of 2.7 million in the 2020 census, it is also the largest component of the Keihanshin metropolitan area, which is the second largest metropolitan area in Japan and the 10th largest urban area in the world with more than 19 million inhabitants. Osaka was traditionally considered Japan's economic hub. By the Kofun period, 300–538, it had developed into an important regional port, and in the 7th and 8th centuries, it served briefly as the imperial capital. Osaka continued to flourish during the Edo period, 1603 to 1867, and became known as a center of Japanese culture. Following the Meiji Restoration, Osaka greatly expanded in size and underwent rapid industrialization. In 1889, Osaka was officially established as a municipality. The construction boom accelerated population growth throughout the following decades, and by the 1900s, Osaka was the industrial hub in the Meiji and Taisho eras. Osaka made noted contributions to redevelopment, urban planning, and zoning standards in the post-war period, and the city developed rapidly as one of the major financial centers in the Keihanshin metropolitan area. Osaka is a major financial center of Japan, and it is recognized as one of the most multicultural and cosmopolitan cities in Japan. The city is home to the Osaka Exchange as well as the headquarters of multinational electronics corporations such as Panasonic and Sharp. Osaka is an international center of research and development and is represented by several major universities, notably Osaka University, Osaka Metropolitan University, and Kansai University. Famous landmarks in the city include Osaka Castle, Osaka Aquarium Kaiyukan, Dotonbori Sutenkaku in Shinsekai, Tennoji Park, Abeno Haruka's, Sumiyoshi Taisha Grand Shrine, and Shitanoji, one of the oldest Buddhist temples in Japan. Mount Fuji is an active stratovolcano located on the Japanese island of Honshu, with a summit elevation of 3,776.24 meters, 12,389 feet 3 inches. It is the highest mountain in Japan, the second highest volcano on any Asian island, after Mount Kerinci on the Indonesian island of Sumatra, and seventh highest peak of an island on Earth. Mount Fuji last erupted from 1707 to 1708. It is located about 100 kilometers, 62 miles, southwest of Tokyo, from where it is visible on clear days. Its exceptionally symmetrical cone, which is covered in snow for about 5 months of the year, is a Japanese cultural icon and is frequently depicted in art and photography, as well as visited by sightseers, hikers, and mountain climbers. Mount Fuji is one of Japan's 3 holy mountains, along with Mount Tate and Mount Haku. It is a special place of scenic beauty and one of Japan's historic sites. It was added to the World Heritage List as a cultural site on June 22, 2013. According to UNESCO, Mount Fuji has inspired artists and poets and been the object of pilgrimage for centuries. UNESCO recognizes 25 sites of cultural interest within the Mount Fuji locality. These 25 locations include Mount Fuji and the Shinto shrine Fujisan Hongu Sengen Taisha. To truly feel Japan, you need to experience it. Slip into a yukata, relax in an onsen, and enjoy a night at a traditional ryokan. This tea ceremony is all about mindfulness. Every gesture is intentional. Every sip is a moment of calm. This is the perfect way to end a long day of travel. Hot springs with a view of nature, Japan's ultimate relaxation. Japanese culture has changed greatly over the millennia, from the country's prehistoric Jomon period to its contemporary modern culture, which absorbs influences from Asia and other regions of the world. Since the Jomon period, ancestral groups like the Yayoi and Kofun, who arrived to Japan from Korea and China respectively, have shaped Japanese culture. Rice cultivation and centralized leadership were introduced by these groups, shaping Japanese culture. Chinese dynasties, particularly the Tang dynasty, have influenced Japanese culture throughout history and brought it into the Sinosphere. After 220 years of isolation, the Meiji era opened Japan to Western influences, enriching and diversifying Japanese culture. Popular culture shows how much contemporary Japanese culture influences the world. Contemporary Japanese culture combines influences from Asia, Europe, and North America. Traditional Japanese arts include crafts such as ceramics, textiles, lacquerware, swords, and dolls. Performances of bunraku, kabuki, no, dance, and rakugo, and other practices, the tea ceremony, ikebana, martial arts, calligraphy, origami, onsen, geisha, and games. Japan has a developed system for the protection and promotion of both tangible and intangible cultural properties and national treasures. 22 sites have been inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List, 18 of which are of cultural significance. Japan is considered a cultural superpower. Japan is more than a destination. It's an experience that moves your heart. From its timeless temples to futuristic cities, from humble street food to ancient customs, every moment feels intentional, poetic, unforgettable. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if Japan is now on your bucket list. Until next time, sayonara.